Hello everybody and welcome to today's video. And in today's video, milking the cows. But that is very relevant to what today's video is about. So, yesterday we got notified that our milk price is being dropped 6p a litre. Well, 6p doesn't sound like a lot, but that's how much we're getting paid per litre less as of the 1st of November than we are now. So to put it into perspective, a tank of milk for us is now going to be worth about £200 a day less on the 1st of November than it is right now, which over a month adds up. So this really couldn't have come at the worst time, and quite because we're coming into winter. So going into winter, our costs of producing milk are going up, purely because the cows are coming in, they're not going out to grass, you've now got to feed them, muck them out, bed them up. You know, basically, it's not only us, it's every dairy farmer out there that's on a similar system to ours, where the cows graze in the summer and housed in the winter. Now, you might be watching this thinking, oh, it's just another farmer moaning again. Well, yes, okay, I'm moaning, but I can't see why they're dropping the price. And surely I'm not the only one out there that's thinking this. The summer we've had has been really difficult to grow grass, and I've spoken to a few other farmers, and not one of them is going up silage to feed through the winter. So where's all this milk coming from? Now then, there is a flush of milk abroad in other countries, in America and across Europe. But what's that got to do with producing milk in this country? Because as far as I'm aware, like my cows, and I spoke to a couple other people, and their cows are saying they're producing less milk than they were last year because of the summer we've had, the dry summer. The lack of grass has made the cows milk less. They're not performing as well as they should do. So, yet the same as a flush of milk. So, this is where it gets interesting. They say, well, they've been questioned before, milk processors, about importing milk, and they've always denied it. But they must be bringing it in. It won't take much to bring it through Eurotunnel or on a ferry. So that's the $1 million question. You know, are they bringing it in from abroad? Because they must be. Because not only is there that, there's quite a few farmers around here that are actually packing up milk in. There's always a farm sale or something. Cows dispersal sale, cows are going and whatever. You see it in the papers and what have you. So there's getting less farmers, but there's more milk about. Doesn't make any sense, does it? And the other interesting thing is they're saying the cream price has dropped. So the price that cream makes, it's like a global stock exchange, is dropping. Now, if that's the case, then why isn't the price of milk, butter, cheese, all your dairy products in supermarkets going down? They're not changing. So it's just baffling me. But I just want to put it out there that this is actually a detrimental impact on our farming business. So we're going from 40p, which we're getting paid right now here today, to on the 1st of November, we'll be getting 34p. So 6p, that equates to about a 15% price drop in the milk we're getting, the money we're getting back for the milk, which, like I already explained, equates to about £200 a day for what milk we are producing. I mean, imagine going to work and then being told in 10 days' time you're going to get a 15% pay cut. You won't feel very good about yourself, would you? You'll be there asking questions like, why is this happening when the cost of everything else is going up? The cost of living is going up, everything else. Inflation, at the minute, there's deflation in the farming industry. Because, you're going to get 6p less per mil. Whereas, okay, corn, the corn that we feed them in the parlour, in them troughs, has dropped a little bit, but it hasn't dropped, 15% like the milk is. And that's what's getting me really, because we used to being told the milk price is changing up and down 1 or 2p, but 6p at one go, that's detrimental impact on a business, on a farming business. It's make or break, to be totally honest with you. They think we can cut back on 6p a litre. That is a lot of money going at one go. It's uncalled for in my own opinion. It's not only our milk buyer who's Meadows out there doing the exact same. Arla have dropped it a bit, but I don't think they've dropped it to 6p at one go. But yeah, one of the things he said in their milk price update letter is the dairy market is very volatile, and it is very volatile. But crikey, 6p at one, a 15% drop in the price we're going to get paid for the milk is horrific, really. But how can I change the way I farm to such an extent that on the 1st of November I can get my cows to produce milk for 6p a litre less? That's near enough impossible. Now, I could give them less corn in the parlour. That's not a difficult thing to do. I could easily do that. There's a good chance that they would give less milk. But, like a lot of other farmers, shorter silage. When you're shorter silage, you don't want to be cutting back on corn, because that's actually filling them up a bit. Because if you cut back on corn, they'll eat more silage. It's like you eating a meal. If you have a big meal, you'll feel fuller and won't want a pudding. Whereas if you have a small meal, you'll want a pudding to go with it, if that makes sense. But you have to question yourself. You genuinely have to question yourself. Is it economical for me to stay in business? Is it economical for me to carry on milking cows? Because 6p a litre is a really big cut in the price as a farmer you receive for the product you produce at the end of the day. So this is our bulk tank. This is what's got all our milk in. So this is what's going to be worth about £200 a day less. The milk inside that, I'll put a clip in now. So that milk is going to be worth £200 a day less on the 1st of November than it is now. So that is collected every other day, so that tank is actually worth £400 every other day less, because it's got 4 milkings in there, milk twice a day, it's got 2 days in there. It's only collected every other day. So you could say, you could argue, so why don't I process the milk myself and then market it myself? Could do that, not impossible, but the work involved in doing that is you're going to have to employ a lot of staff. There's people out there that do it and make a success of it. But for me, that I'd have to employ a hell of a lot of staff to do that. You need the equipment, you need the staff, you need the market for it. There's a couple of people around us, or a couple of other farmers around us that sell ice cream, that pasteurise it and bottle it and sell it themselves, have doorstep delivery, that sort of thing. So it's not impossible, but it's not something that I really want to be doing, because the money involved, the investment, the money's not there to do that. But yeah, hopefully there's a bit of an insight for you, because now the dairy industry is in a bit of a turmoil because milk price is crashing, and it's coming at the worst possible time, because normally at this time of the year milk price goes up and it comes down in the spring. Well, say normally, shall we say, in an average year, but this year it couldn't come at a worse time, because cows will be coming in soon and the milk price is going down when actually normally it should be going up, because milk production normally falls at this time of the year. But technically it fell in the summer because of the lack of grass, lack of food for the cows. But yeah, like I say, hopefully that bit of an insight for you on the dairy industry at the minute, and the fact that actually that's a paddle kicking in, the paddle's on top. But yeah, sorry to be of the doom and gloom side of the videos today, but that is the reality of farming for you, because we're dictators the price we get by the milk processors. But yeah, if you've liked it, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe below, and hopefully my next video will be carrying on with what I filmed last week when we were doing third cut. But so look out for that. Make sure you subscribe, because it is free at the end of the day. But yeah, I'll see you all in my next one, hopefully. I'll see you. Bye.